Evening all. It's Friday evening. Haven't been in for work long. And it's a bank holiday weekend. Just a quick one tonight. I'm going to be putting in the first section of the tomatoes with a little bonus crop in the corner. So I'll get you off the tripod, stick you down below so you can get a better view, and we'll go through how we plant the tomatoes. That's better. As you can see, I've laid them all out. Now I was contemplating whether I was going to have a 4 or a 6. Putting the 4 in and putting some little catch-up crops in between, radishes, something like that. But I've gone for the 6. So the 6 plants will go in. A little bonus one over the back, which is a cucumber. Now the cucumber I'll put in there. It will grow up over the top of the greenhouse. This variety is a red one, which I haven't tried before, so we're going to put that in and see what we get from that. But these are the tomatoes that we grew from seed earlier on in the year. Now they're all evenly spaced. The ground's been watered down again, just so it's nice and moist. When these plants go in, they will be getting another watering just to soak them in so they all nestle down, get all the air bubbles out from where I put that into the ground. Let me show you what I do. So we'll take the back one first. As you can see, roots are all coming out the bottom now. As they grow a bit bigger, I'll give you a little update on what variety I've put where. But the way I plant these, and the way most people plant them, if you can see from the first leaves down, all the little hairs. Now all the little hairs are new roots. Now if I was just to plant that up to there, these roots, when they get the moisture, will start to go across the top of the compost. So you end up with little mounds of roots over the top. So all we do, we pinch these out, discard them. Now this bottom section up to the first 2 leaves is a different colour to the rest of it. Now on this variety it's a dark purple, so we're going to bury it right up just above the first 2 leaves. These will grow out as roots, more feeding roots. It'll anchor the plant in better and make it stronger. So all we're going to do, dig a hole, fingers in between, little squeeze, pushing the bottom. Now all these little roots that are curled up around the side, if they're not too curled up, they should just ease themselves through, like so. Now if you can see that, that is beautiful root ball. We've got a main root round the side, which we're just going to ease out slightly. You may break a couple of the smaller roots. That's not a problem. They will regrow. So we just bury that in like so, and that's that one done. Now I've had a bit of a clear out in the greenhouse, so I can get some of the top staging off. I've got a little bit of time because they're still down here. When they get to about here, then these will have to come off. But there you go. And I know what variety I've put in each. One, you can put that there. But I've already written it down of which one I'm going to put where. But I'm going to put that there, pots behind them all, just to make sure. I'm going to cross-reference it with the paperwork, just to make sure that I get the right tomato in the right place. Now, as I said in the previous video, these are going to sit here until they start flowering. When they start to flower, we give them a potash feed. A tomato feed is fine. Actually, tomato feed is probably the best liquid feed you can give most of your vegetables, or fruits in this case. There you go, another one in. There you go, right. I think I've got them in the right place. And as you can see, I've left these on top of here for a couple of days, just to get the roots out of the bottom, and they start going into here, so they start to establish themselves, so they get the idea of where they're going to be moving to. Okay, pick them off. Now, I've got no side shoots on these at the moment. I've got one little one there. Nip that out. That one out as well. Why not? And we've got one more to go in. Now, you've got different varieties of these in here, and different varieties grow different ways. You've got ones called determinate, and indeterminate. I.e., one is a vine and one grows as a bush. But in my experience, you can grow a bush variety as a vine. It just means that you leave the side shoots on for a bush variety. That's all it is. If you don't want it to grow as a vine, leave them on. If you want it to grow as a bush, let's get that right. If you want it to grow as a vine, pick them out. If you want it to grow as a bush, leave it on. But the more side shoots you leave on, the more energy it takes from the roots. So bear that in mind when you're putting your tomatoes in. So there you go. There's my first bed done. I've got the bed next door. That needs a little water. I'll be doing that tomorrow night. The bed behind me is another tomato bed. Now, the other bed of the 4 is going to be with the peppers. I've decided I'm not going to put tomatoes in there and mix the peppers with the tomatoes. I'm going to have a bed solely for peppers. But I'm not going to put the pepper bed in, or this bed in, until I've cleared out the rest of what's in there. Get my little bench out. Maximum light, maximum heat. And that's them. All done. Give them a little drink. All good. Now, this one, the cucumber. So we put it close to the side. This is for the heat purposes. Excuse the pot outside. The flowers coming up. Chinese lanterns. So, little roots poking out the bottom there. You can see that. Now, I'm expecting good things out of this. Yes. Very pleased. These are deep rooting plants. The cucumbers. They've got a long way to grow, a long way to travel. They need to be anchored in. But also when they grow up and over and wherever you grow them, you need to tie them in. Pop that in there. Now these you just put to the level of the pot. Like so, but put them in there. That's it. Right. Now we'll try that up there, up and over, and we'll see if we get any red cucumbers. So anyway, that's it for today. Just a quick one. Take care. I'll catch you soon.